Today in Madden 23, we are going to be scoring a touchdown with the 10 highest paid wide receivers in the National Football League. The 10th highest paid wide receiver this year is probably someone you wouldn't think of as a top 10 paid wide receiver for the 2022 NFL season, but it's actually DJ Moore at $20.628 million. And again, this is ranked by 2022 salary, not by the total contract, not how much a player is expected to earn annually, just off 2022 salary. So DJ Moore is the highest paid receiver at $20.628 million. Look at that catch right there. And a lot of you guys might not realize how good DJ Moore is. It's just because right now he's in Carolina, and this Carolina offense could just not get anything going right now. I don't know if it's Baker. I don't know if it's Matt Rule that was holding them back, but we'll see. Matt Rule's gone now. Let's see if things change in Carolina. Motion this out route. Good route running by DJ Moore. There's a good catch. I am rooting for DJ Moore, and not just because he's on my fantasy team. In 9th place for the highest paid wide receiver in the league at $23.2 million, it is going to be scary Terry McLaurin. And Terry McLaurin is so good, kind of like DJ Moore. How I was just saying, he needs some better quarterback play. If Terry had some better quarterback play, he could be an elite wide receiver in this league. He's already a very good wide receiver in this league. Again, underrated like DJ Moore. The route running, unbelievable, can make some insane catches that you don't expect a lot of people to make. I remember his catch last year against the Chargers in week 1. I'll throw that on the screen. That one-handed grab in between like a person's legs. I forgot exactly what happened, but I'm going to take a look at that picture and I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys for Terry. But Terry is so good. And not like Carson Wentz is playing bad per se. Can we hit him? I waited a little too long actually for that. Oh my, Terry almost went up for that. That's on me. I should have hit Terry McLaurin a little bit earlier there for the touchdown. But it's not like Carson Wentz is playing too bad. He's got a good amount of passing yards. There's just a lot of mouths to feed right now in Washington. There's a lot of good players. You have Curtis Samuel. You have Jahan Dotson. You have J.D. McKissick in the passing game. So a lot of very, very good players. So it's tough to get Terry like 10-plus targets every single game, but he's definitely worth that amount of targets. And there's a touchdown right up the middle for Terry McLaurin. The 8th highest paid wide receiver, and a guy that is an absolute weapon at the position. You can put him up in the backfield as well if you want to. You can put him in the backfield. You can do whatever you want with Deebo Samuel at 23. Let me confirm right here. $23.85 million for Deebo Samuel, and he's worth every single dollar with how you can use Deebo Samuel. And we're going to use the Deebo Samuel package in this 49ers playbook. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. He's not just a wide receiver. He has everything. He's a complete gadget player. You can use him any way you want. He is such a weapon. He is great as a receiver. He's very good as a running back. You can do whatever you want with Deebo and be extremely pleased with the result. Let's throw him a football out of the backfield. Look at that wheel route just coming out of the backfield. How do you stop that in this game? And look at him just run over people too. You can't forget, he runs over everybody. You're paying this price tag for 2 positions at once. You're paying for an elite running back and an elite wide receiver. And you're paying for somebody to run over people, because Deebo can do it all. Let's pass him the ball, though, since we're doing wide receivers. Jimmy gonna roll out. Come on, Deebo. To the ball, Deebo. Oh, it's broken up. Wow, if I wait, I guess, like 1 more second, Deebo probably would have got open. The only thing with the Deebo package that stinks, there's not a lot of plays. But there's a touchdown for Deebo Samuel. So we actually have 2 wide receivers tied for the number 7 and the number 6 spot on this video, both making $24 million. And as you can tell, we are using the Seattle Seahawks right now. And we're using that guy right here, DK Metcalf, who got a new contract in the offseason, now making $24 million. And DK is worth every penny as well. The man has extreme speed, extreme size, extreme strength. He is a matchup nightmare for any corner in this league. And he's having a good start to the season, too. He really is having a good start to the season. I thought he wouldn't be too good without Russell Wilson, because I didn't think he'd get great quarterback play, so kind of like Terry and DJ Moore that we did before. But Geno's having himself a season, honestly. Geno Smith is playing really, really good to start off the season, which is helping DK Metcalf out a lot right now. So if he keeps playing the way he's playing, DK could be very, very good. And then we're going to have the other receiver that's making the same amount of DK shortly. And there goes DK Metcalf, who's X-Factored up, worth the X-Factor, worth the 24 mil, and worth the touchdown. The player that is tied with DK Metcalf when you talk about one of the best players at the position that's worth every dollar, also making $24 million in 2022, it is Stefon Diggs. And Stefon Diggs, obviously, is worth every penny, a top 3 to top 5 receiver in the entire league. Partner that with Josh Allen, and this guy is ridiculous. Stefon Diggs, good catch, goes down. I remember Stefon Diggs in Minnesota. Now, he was very good on the Vikings, but once he joined the Bills, man, him and Josh Allen, they dialed it up, and they are next level now. They are the best quarterback wide receiver duo probably the entire league. I would say Kelsey and Mahomes are better, but Kelsey is a tight end, so you can't really count that. But Diggs and Allen are ridiculous together. At number 5, we have a guy in A.J. Brown bringing home $25 million. That's a bad throw by me. I don't know what I'm throwing. I don't know what route he was running. He was running like some sort of double move. I don't even know why I decided to throw that. Bad first throw to A.J. Brown, but he's definitely worth the money as well. I don't know why Tennessee wouldn't just pay the man instead of going in the draft and trying to get another receiver. Now, Treylon Burks is definitely a solid receiver, but he's not proven like A.J. Brown. You knew you had a number 1 wide receiver in A.J. Brown. Why would you go ahead and trade him? That doesn't make any sense to me. Just pay the man. When you have a guy that you know is just very, very good, I never understand teams so they just don't pay them. I understand you're trying to save money and not every team has infinite money to spend, but when you have a number 1 wide receiver, wouldn't you want to pay him? That way you give Ryan Tannehill that number 1 option every single game. They could use a number 1 option every single game, and that pulls more players out of the box to help Derrick Henry run. The play action is better. A.J. Brown is the complete package at the wide receiver position. I don't know why they would let him go, but A.J. Brown worth that $25 million now, Philadelphia Eagle, so you Eagles fans must be happy. Real quick, everyone, before we get back into the video, only about 6% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed. If you guys are enjoying the content you are watching, make sure to subscribe to the channel, but let's get back into the video. At number 4, we have a wide receiver getting paid $26.7 million, and you can make the argument that he's a little underpaid, honestly, and that's Cooper Kupp, because Cooper Kupp is going absolutely crazy. This year, he went crazy. Last year, almost 2,000 yards receiving. Cooper Kupp is either the 2nd or 3rd best wide receiver in the league. If you want to call him the best wide receiver in the league, you can do that too. I just want to see another year of Cooper Kupp doing what he did last year, because Adams has done it so many years in a row. Tyreek has been great so many years in a row, so I just want to see a couple years, or at least one more year from Cooper Kupp playing like he did last year. And he's already off to a great start. Cooper Kupp into the end zone. I love me some Cooper Kupp. He makes this Rams offense work. Without him, they are not nearly as good. The 3rd highest paid wide receiver. Some of you may have forgot about him a little bit because he hasn't been playing this year so far due to a suspension at $27.25 million. It is DeAndre Hopkins, maybe the best hands in the entire league, one of the best wide receivers in the league. DeAndre Hopkins is just so good. People might have forgot about him a little bit, but when he's in, he is a wide receiver 1, no doubt about it. Borderline top 5 wide receiver right now. Might not be quite in his prime anymore, but he's still excellent, still very, very good. Is still worth all that money. The 2nd highest paid wide receiver in the league at $28 million, it's Davante Adams, and I mean, it makes sense. How could it not make sense? Davante Adams has been the best wide receiver in the league for at least the last 3 years. You can make the argument this year if you want to say Jefferson, if you want to say Cooper Kupp, you want to say Stefon Diggs, Jamar Chase, I guess you're not completely wrong, but you got to go a little more consistency, and a guy like Adams has been good for so many years. You got to at least let Cooper Kupp have one more year like this, I feel, or let Jefferson have at least one more year like he's been having, or a better year than Davante Adams to call him better than Davante Adams. And sadly, he doesn't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, so I don't know if Adams is going to put up quite the numbers that he did in years past. I still think he's the best receiver in the league for right now, Davante Adams with that touchdown. And last but certainly not least, the fastest and the highest paid wide receiver in the National Football League, and we got to score in one play. It's only right, making $30 million. It is Tyreek Hill, new member of the Miami Dolphins, and again, worth every single dollar. I don't think he's quite the best wide receiver in the league, but he's definitely up there, definitely a top 5 wide receiver in the league. And when you get a weapon like Tyreek Hill on your team, even if he might not be the best wide receiver, he is definitely worth all that money. That's gonna do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and make sure to go check out my other channels, which are in the description down below. But I'll talk to you all in the next video. Peace.